Great. Stand by, everybody on stage, please. Take it away.
Good fortune to talk and Milo.
Dear Milo.
Dear talk.
I'm Tim McDonald. I'm the director of the Phantom Tollbooth.
I'm Norton Juster. I'm the author of the play, The Phantom Tollbooth, and the book.
For Milo is full great, and talk is a rock. Talk is a rock.
The book, The Phantom Tollbooth, came out at a time in children's literature that is known as the golden age of children's literature. And all within the same time, you had Where the Wild Things Are, you had James and the Giant Peach, you had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and The Phantom Tollbooth.
Milo!
Hey, Milo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Come on down.
What for?
It's the story of a boy who didn't know what to do with himself, didn't know why he was in school, didn't know why he had to learn a lot of things, and just wasted time as his primary activity.
For Milo, who has plenty of time, one genuine turnpike toll booth.
What happens is he comes home one day and finds a package, and in the package is a magic toll booth with a map, and he goes into a fantasy land, and the land has no rhyme or reason to it because the two princesses, Rhyme and Reason, who were a member of the family that ruled over this land, have been banished because their two brothers, King Azaz the Unabridged, who ruled Dictionopolis, and the math magician who rules Digitopolis, have been in a fight for their whole life on which is more important, words or numbers, and the whole kingdom of wisdom is in shambles.
You may now get into your car.
What car?
Drive carefully.
What car?
When the car comes out, look, start the car.
Okay.
And that's just, and there's a little bit of time in there, and we'll get the sound effect. Okay. And then it'll drive.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty typical when it comes to the people who read The Phantom Tollbooth and when. It's two parts of our lives. We usually read it the first time, sort of in that middle school, upper elementary, and you think it's funny and clever, and you wish a toll booth would show up in your bedroom so that your life would be less boring. And then you come back to it in college. That's how I sort of discovered it. What I loved about it was Norton's wordplay and his ability to take things and make them mean something literal that they're not supposed to mean. For example, the census taker. I'm going to steal your senses. The weather man, not the weatherman, but the weather man, and the difference of, it's more important to know whether there will be weather than what the weather may be.
I'm the weatherman. Do you think it will rain? But I thought you were the weatherman.
Oh, no. You misunderstand. I'm not the weatherman. I'm the one and only altogether weatherman.
Why weatherman?
The book was an excuse for me to get rid of all the puns and all the wordplay that I got from my father when I was growing up. So I put a lot of them into the book. There's one scene in which they're all going to the royal banquet and everybody gets into a little wagon and someone says, "Shh, be very quiet because it goes without saying."
My. Welcome to the land of X, to the land of expectation, to the land of expectations.
Elaine, did you get that? The bike is now going to come on in one, and it's covered in a black poly silk, China silk, something.
I got a call from a group called Opera Delaware, and they were looking to do a group of children's musicals and operas, if you want. And they did a survey around the country, and one of the ones that came up was the Phantom Tollbooth that the kids like. So they called me. I said, "Oh, that sounds interesting." So the first production was in this very large opera house, and with 1 million people in the cast. And so this one is very different.
Sometimes we work from within, and sometimes we come from without. But if we keep you from doing what you ought to do, and what you have to do.
Start up stage and build our look out, and just make it much more dark and shady and much more not reality, mysterious. Adapting a book for the stage is a challenging process.
Firstly, you have to cut out about half of it, and then it becomes a matter of what you cut out. And everybody I speak to says, but why did you take out such and such, their favorite character or their favorite situation?
Subtraction stew for breakfast, subtraction stew for lunch,
Subtraction stew for supper.
and again for Sunday brunch.
We've had a number of versions and a number of productions, and each time we've learned and each time we've changed. So it was a constant process of changing and eliminating and altering and seeing what worked.
I'd like to run it again. Can we continue on? And can we clear, get the map set for what it's going to be?
You have to be open, that's the thing. You cannot view this as this is my work and I will make all the decisions on it, because with the music and the lyrics and the story, it has to be collaborative.
Milo, some stuff for you, and then we're going to stage getting this off stage. Part of the challenges of directing a show like The Phantom Tollbooth is creating a visual language for what this world that Milo explores looks like. There is no definitive movie version. For example, The Wizard of Oz, we all know what Dorothy looks like, what she dresses like. And if we didn't do that, the audience would be very disappointed. So trying to get a group of people to agree and then to create on stage that world that not only meets, but hopefully exceeds the audience's expectations, that's a tough challenge.
The light should be up before the curtain opens.
Yeah, upstage.
Yeah,
absolutely.
and let's get the brightest. I think we go with just scary pink.
Just scary pink? Yeah.
Hot, shiny, shiny, shiny.
What's curious about theater is that it's collaborative, which means people have to get together and they have to work together to create what happens on the stage. Everything from what lines the actors say, what lyrics they sing, what the music sounds like, to what the lights look like. It was a great deal of fun to have Norton Juster in the room so that we could ask him the questions that sometimes you don't get to ask. For example, what does Milo really mean by that line? So to be able to go to the actual point of creation and say, what do you mean by this? And to have them be able to answer it was a really rewarding part of this experience.
I think what we have now is very good. I think it works wonderfully. The music is incredible. I think the lyrics are great. They're almost a seamless extension of the book. I think the team we put together, Arnold Black and Sheldon Harnick and myself, we really worked very well together. So I'm very pleased with it now.
Do I want to be a hero? Yes, I do. And so I'll dare.